Ooh, baby, I got the movie for you today. This is Faye Renee. Welcome back to Movie Reviews with Faye Renee. Today we have a great movie for you. Today we're going to be reviewing The Photograph. I'll be back with the 411 right after the intro. Do not go away. Hey, hey. Okay, guys, if you've never been to my channel before, you're in for a real treat. I'd like to ask for your subscription and your support. Just hit the red subscribe button below. You hit the red subscribe button once, you check the little bell once, and you will be notified every time I drop a new crazy, super unconventional, and fun review. Let's get down with The Photograph right now. You know what, y'all? I had to sit down for this one. This is a sit-down review. Ladies in the house, listen up. In one sentence, The Photograph is one big, fat, juicy, sappy love story that hits all the right marks. It's powerful. It does not miss a beat. First off, The Photograph's trailer was not great. When I first saw the trailer, it was a bit of a turnoff because frankly, I'm not accustomed to seeing Issa Rae headline a love story. But nevertheless, I vowed to go see the movie, and I'm glad I did. And coincidentally, I talked to a lot of other moviegoers, and they felt the same way. It was like Issa Rae, because we all know and love her as a great comedic actress. But who knew she had these kind of acting chops? Who knew? The Photograph was directed by Stella Meghie, and was also written by Stella Meghie. Produced by Will Packer. It stars Issa Rae, as you know, as Mae Morton, and Lakeith Stanfield as Michael Block. There are going to be some spoilers, so don't watch if you don't want to spoil. It won't spoil the film, no, I swear. As the story goes, Issa Rae's character, Mae Morton, is a museum curator in New York who has just learned of her mother's death, who kept her illness a secret. Mae's mother turns out to be a well-known photographer, played by the beautiful Shantae Adams. So it turns out Mae was basically raised primarily by her stepfather back in Louisiana before she grew up and went to school and ended up in New York. After learning of the death of her mother, Mae has to tie up a lot of loose ends at her mother's place and also to go back to Louisiana to deal with things with her dad. Enter Lakeith Stanfield. Boom. Lakeith Stanfield plays a journalist, Michael Block, for a big publishing company in New York. And turns out Michael is actually doing a story about Mae's mom, the famous photographer. So now you already know. The two eventually meet, and boom, boom. There is great attraction between the two almost immediately. Now, Mr. Michael Block is a perfect match for Miss Mae Morton, but he's thrown off a little bit. He's kind of frightened, it seems, because it's all happening so fast and it just seems too good to be true. Same thing's going on with her, by the way. He's thrown off by his deep feelings in such a short amount of time, and also, coincidentally, at this time, he's trying to make some life-changing decisions. So he's kind of perplexed. And girls, let me tell you, Lakeith is so fine in this. I just gotta say it. I always thought he was good looking. He looks excellent in this movie. Woo! It made me forget that I just saw him as a low-key street hood lackey in Uncut Gems. I was like, is that the same man? Good actor. Okay, guys, so as Michael and Mae are getting to know each other, they share their past tales of love, love loss, career moves, etc. on screen. And they try to keep a lid on this new thing, but it's got an undeniable magnetic force of its own, it seems. And it's so sweet. They both realize separately that this might be something really special this time around. This might be it. Especially after the night of the thunderstorm and Al Green. Yes! I knew it was over for her after that. Oh my God. Whew. Make me wanna do right. Love will make you do wrong. Anyway, Michael visits his comical brother, Kyle, who is played by no other than Milton Lil Ray Howery. I think that's how you say his name. He steals the screen whenever he's on camera with Michael, Stan. They share brotherly love, they banter back and forth. He tries to advise Michael on relationships, but that doesn't work because he's just too silly and funny to take serious. Yeah, he's a natural comic. He's the same funny guy that was in Get Out. So you get it, May is having to deal with a tremendous amount of grief and unanswered questions with her mother's death. So many unanswered questions about their particular relationship because it was kind of estranged. And also at the same time trying to deal with this new relationship with this fabulous guy. And then Michael's got his issues too. His issues deal with mainly regarding his current ambitious career situation. He has to make a life-changing career decision, whether to go abroad and work in London or not. So May's mother, the photographer, has left her with quite a bit to grapple with. She's left her with 2 lengthy letters to explain everything, one addressed to her and another to her father down in Louisiana, along with the very few meaningful photographs. And of course, May has the memory and the legacy of her mother's wonderful career as a renowned photographer. She's got to deal with that. You know, there were so many things about the movie that I really liked, but I totally liked the symmetry generationally depicted between May's mother and even her grandmother, the 3 generations of women, as key elements are unveiled as May go through the letter and photographs, and of course time lapse so they can explain to us what happened. And it totally helps to explain May's discontent with her mother and her feelings of neglect from her mother as a young girl. You see, May's mother was very passionate about her career, and that was ahead of her time back in the 80s or whatever. And May begins to understand her mother more and realizes, like it or not, she's a lot more like her mother than she cared to admit. So for May, this after death of her mom's situation turns out to be very cathartic in a self-discovery sort of way. And yes, it also helps her come to terms with her fast developing feelings for her new love, Michael. And like all good love stories, the couple has to find their way. And with this one, it's a little bit different because independent May leads the way, so to speak. Personally, I was so happy to see a young Black urban couple featured in a movie in a love story in a very positive way. There was no negative stereotyping, and I'll say it, there was no ghettoization. Okay, I know many young Black people that are just like them. They're beautiful, they're young, they're up and coming, they're smart, and they're educated, and they're doing their thing. But they never get a feature film. It's never featured anywhere in the news, only the negativity. This is positive. This is a good thing. I loved it. The Photograph is a delicious love story between a young Black urban couple, and you leave the theater feeling wonderful. I give The Photograph a 4 out of 5 stars. It's a must-see, especially if you bring your special other or singles come too. Hope springs eternal, baby. That's it for real, that's all. This is Faye Renee. I'll catch you next time on the next review. So go ahead and leave me a comment below. I really want to know what you think about this movie, The Photograph. And don't forget to check out my new website, www.reviewswithfayerenee.com. It's got everything in there. Check it out. Have a great night. Bye. Hey everyone, thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed Reviews with Faye Renee. Please hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you next time at the movies.